Welcome to Doctor's Insight. Have you ever considered what the best inheritance for your children might be? That's a question that can cause us to take pause as we ponder not just the present but the future and the legacy we leave behind. In the grand scheme of life, it's not just about what we acquire for ourselves but what we set aside for those who come after us. Our children, the bearers of our dreams and hopes, deserve a future that is secure, stable and full of potential. It's a future that we can start building today through the power of investing. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel for more insightful videos on investing that can always shape your financial journey. Now, did you know investing is not merely about growing wealth, but it's about providing opportunities, creating a safety net, and ensuring a level of financial stability that can weather life's unpredictable storms. It's about thinking beyond the here and now and setting the stage for a future that is rich in possibilities. Yet, when it comes to leaving an inheritance, many of us are drawn to the idea of physical properties. A house, a parcel of land, a piece of real estate. These are tangible assets that we can see, touch, and feel. But have we considered the potential pitfalls of such an approach? Physical properties, while valuable, can carry a heavy burden in taxes, maintenance costs, and potential disputes. They can become more of a liability than an asset, eating into the value of the inheritance we leave behind. So, what's the alternative? Enter the concept of trust funds. A trust fund is a financial tool that allows us to put aside assets for the benefit of someone else, in this case, our children. It's a way to secure their future, protect their inheritance, and ensure that they have the resources they need to thrive, no matter what life throws their way. So what is a trust fund, and how can you use it to secure your child's future? Stay tuned as we delve deeper into this topic and explore the art of investing for a future that is not just prosperous, but also secure, stable, and full of promise. A trust fund, simply put, is a fund that holds and manages assets on behalf of a person or group. It's a bit like a treasure chest, but instead of gold coins and gemstones, it's filled with assets like cash, stocks, bonds, property, or other investments. And just like a treasure chest, a trust fund has a key holder and a beneficiary. The one who fills the chest, or in other words, creates the trust fund, is known as the grantor. It's the grantor who decides what goes into the fund, when and how the assets should be distributed, and who should benefit from it. The trustee is the person or institution appointed by the grantor to manage the trust fund. They hold the metaphorical key to the treasure chest. They ensure the assets within the trust fund are managed according to the grantor's instructions and that the beneficiaries are taken care of as intended. The beneficiary then is the person or group who receives the benefits from the trust fund. They're the ones who will eventually get to enjoy the contents of the treasure chest, whether that's capital growth, income, or even the assets themselves. Now, you might be wondering, why go through the trouble of setting up a trust fund? Why not just hand over the assets directly? Well, a trust fund offers a level of flexibility and control that direct gifts or inheritance simply can't provide. A trust fund can be set up to distribute assets over time, to protect assets from creditors, to reduce estate taxes, or even to ensure that a loved one with special needs is taken care of. It allows the grantor to dictate how their wealth is used, even after they're no longer around. In essence, a trust fund is not just a financial tool, it's a way to protect, preserve, and pass on your hard-earned wealth in the way you see fit. It's a way to ensure that your legacy lives on in a manner that aligns with your values and intentions. Now that you know what a trust fund is, let's dive into how you can set one up. Setting up a trust fund may seem daunting, but it's a straightforward process once you understand the steps involved. So let's dive into the first half of this process: choosing the type of trust, deciding on the assets to include, and selecting a trustee. Firstly, let's talk about choosing the type of trust. There are two main types: revocable and irrevocable trusts. A revocable trust, also known as a living trust, can be changed or revoked at any time during your lifetime. It allows for flexibility but lacks the strong asset protection of an irrevocable trust. An irrevocable trust, on the other hand, cannot be altered or revoked without the consent of the beneficiary. It offers robust protection from creditors and can reduce estate taxes, but it also requires you to relinquish control of your assets. Next, we move on to deciding on the assets to include in the trust. These can be various types of property or investments, such as real estate, stocks, bonds, or even a business. It's crucial to remember that whatever assets you place in the trust will be managed according to the terms and conditions you set out when creating the trust. So, it's wise to consider the nature of each asset and how it might benefit your child in the future. Lastly, we need to select a trustee. This person or institution will manage the trust and distribute the assets as per your instructions. It's a significant responsibility, so choose someone reliable, trustworthy, and adept at handling financial matters. You could opt for a professional trustee like a bank or a trust company, or a personal trustee like a friend or family member. Remember, setting up a trust fund isn't just about securing a financial future for your children. It's also about providing them with a sense of stability and reassurance, knowing that no matter what happens, they'll be taken care of. Up until now, we've chosen our trust, picked out our assets, and selected our trustee, but we're not done yet. Continuing from where we left off, let's discuss the remaining steps to setting up your child's trust fund. Picking up the thread, the next step in the process is to name the beneficiaries. These are the individuals who will benefit from the trust fund. This could be one child or several, depending on your personal circumstances. It's crucial to be specific and clear when naming beneficiaries to avoid any confusion or disputes down the line. Once you've named the beneficiaries, the next step is drafting the trust agreement. This is a legal document that outlines the terms of the trust. It specifies the rules for how and when the assets in the trust are to be distributed to the beneficiaries. It's recommended to have a legal professional draft this document to ensure its validity and legality. The trust agreement should be detailed and clear, addressing potential situations and providing guidance for the trustee. After the trust agreement is drafted, it's time to sign it. This is typically done in the presence of a notary public to ensure the authenticity of the signatures. Make sure that all parties involved understand the terms of the agreement before signing. The final step in setting up a trust fund is transferring the assets into the trust. This might involve changing the title of a property, transferring bank accounts, or even moving physical assets. It's important to remember that once assets are transferred into the trust, they are no longer considered your personal property. They belong to the trust and are controlled by the trustee according to the terms of the trust agreement. These steps may seem daunting, but remember, setting up a trust fund is a significant step towards securing your child's financial future. It provides a structured way to pass on wealth, can offer tax advantages, and ensures that your assets are used in a way that aligns with your wishes. And there you have it. You've just set up a trust fund for your child's future. So to wrap things up, let's go over the key points discussed in this video. First and foremost, we've underscored the importance of investing for your child's future. It's not just about making sure they have a financial cushion, but also about teaching them the value of money, of saving, and of planning for the future. By investing now, you're ensuring that they have a safety net later on in life, and you're imparting a crucial life lesson at the same time. Next, we delved into the world of trust funds. These aren't just for the ultra-wealthy. Contrary to popular belief, anyone can set one up for their child. A trust fund is a legal entity that holds and manages assets on behalf of another person, in this case your child. It's a secure way to safeguard their inheritance, and it comes with a host of benefits, including tax advantages and protection against creditors. We also explored the benefits of setting up a trust fund over other forms of inheritance, such as property. While leaving property may seem like a tangible and substantial inheritance, it's worth considering the potential drawbacks, such as heavy taxes and maintenance costs. With a trust fund, these concerns are significantly reduced, if not eliminated. Finally, we walked through the step-by-step process of setting up a trust fund. From choosing a trustee and beneficiaries to deciding on the terms and funding the trust, we covered everything you need to know to get started. It may seem daunting at first, but with careful planning and the right advice, it's a manageable task that can yield significant benefits for your child's future. By investing in a trust fund, you're not just leaving your children an inheritance, you're giving them a secure future. And isn't that the best gift any parent could give? So, take the time to consider this option. Your children and their future are worth it. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like, comment, and share this video. Thank you for watching.